back with another one. Cartel Channel. Y'all like and subscribe. I'm El Jefe. I'll be your host today. So, I'm gonna get in trouble, but I don't care. This is gonna get crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I'm not gonna watch this whole thing because I'm gonna be roasting all through it, but we're gonna watch a clip real quick, just a little short part of it, and then I'm gonna comment on it because man, this is gonna be crazy. I can tell y'all that already. So buckle up. And this is black girls angry because black men choose white chicks. Now I'm a full disclosure, my sons are half white. And y'all already know, I'm Panamanian, Puerto Rican, and black. I got like 15% black in me. So I know that counts for something. I was messing with y'all, but I do. I got 15% black in me. So, I grew up in different areas, you know what I'm saying? The only difference is that I talk, I can speak proper and I can speak hood, ghetto, slang, whatever you want to call it. But I just choose to speak normal because it makes sense. But let's see why these black women is angry. My kids are half white, so I know already about this. And then even though I'm mixed and all of that, it don't matter. They still was mad. Hold on, let's check it out.
For designs that you...
Welcome to
Shout
Mob
out to
Ties, brother. Welcome to Mob Ties.
Podcast.
We got great wins, sends in $10. In regards to the backlash the football player got for proposing to his white girlfriend, why do black women get angry and bitter when black men that they don't want to date outside their race? Okay, so why do black women get angry and bitter when black men that they don't want date outside their race? Good question.
That's a good
so,
question.
Ladies, did y'all see about that college football player? He proposed to his white girlfriend. Mm-hmm. I seen that, right?
Yes.
It was on.
They had two kids. She was wearing the glasses. She looked like a little nerd.
No. She wasn't no nerd. She wasn't no glasses. She was like.
Oh no, it's the other one. Okay, yeah. That's what I saw. That. Yeah.
That was sweet.
Okay, ladies. So let's go ahead and get y'all perspective on that. Let's start with you. So the question is, why do black women get angry or bitter when they see a black man date outside their race? And were you mad about seeing that?
Personally, anything on the internet don't have nothing to do with me.
Hold up. Y'all ain't gonna just slide that in on me. It's getting hot right here. I feel the devil on my shoulder. So let me ask you. Number one, where's her hairline? Because it ain't there. Number two, what in the hell is that faded stuff right there? She balding. Is she an alien? Let that go. You need to do something. And then all that weave in her hair, all them tracks. She could have at least put the tracks all the way out to match the hairline to put it. That baby hair stuff is ugly. Oh my God, girl. And then this one right here next to him. See, that's what I'm saying. They go outlandish. You got that long braid in your hair. And I'm going to look it up after I get off here, but I ain't never seen no black woman grow her hair all the way down to the floor. No. Not unless she got 90% Indian in her. And that still don't work. That all is fake. And we know it. But you going outline. And then on top of that, you got it pulled so back, so tight. Where is your hairline? Why don't they have hairlines? But can talk about an older man balding or not having his hair, or having receding hairline. They'll talk mess about him. And I'm like, how when you got a 12 head? And all that forehead and no brain in it. What the hell is going on? Let's keep going.
It's not my life, but I just feel as though black women probably get mad because it be on some don't come crying to us when you know what type of situation you're in. just to, you know, be put back in that situation, or it's just like
What?
things that you see in life. Like I personally don't have no opinion on that because everybody do what's best for them, honestly. Like, you know, but they probably get mad because the black men probably come crying about what the white woman doing to them and all that. But it's like you knew that, like, you know.
Wait, so why do you think the black women are upset?
What else was she saying? You saying that the black women are upset because the black men are coming back to them crying?
Yeah, so it'd be like they're complaining about the white woman and what they're doing and all that, but then it's just like you'll still choose to deal with them, or they'll know what's up with the white woman and just still.
That's an assumption, though. Do you really think
Yeah.
do you really think that the black men that are choosing white women are going back to black women?
No.
If you've been injured in a car
I'll
accident,
answer
don't
that.
call an
No.
attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I did.
I personally don't know.
So
Like,
to
personally,
reiterate, so there are some black women out there, obviously, that they get upset when they see a black guy dating a white girl,
well, so I'm about to say,
or marrying a white girl. So, in your opinion, I don't know if there's a right answer, but in your opinion, why do you think that they get upset when they see a black man dating a white woman or marrying a white woman? In your opinion,
because they probably think. I feel like I personally look at it like they probably think
mad.
black men think black women want them for their money, or like want them for what they have or whatever sometimes, or they just mad because it's not them. Like sometimes
Okay,
sometimes
fair
it be
enough.
like that. It's just
Yeah.
not them and they're just mad. Like
Okay, fair
sometimes it just
enough.
be like
Okay,
that.
we don't
Like,
let us.
Moving right along. Why do you think that black women are angry and bitter when they see a black man, a successful black man, dating outside the race to a white woman?
I think because a lot of times, like when black men go to white women, they do it because they feel a negative way towards black women. Like they had bad experiences. So they know that they're going to run their mouth and talk down on black women, which most of the time black men do. They talk down on black women.
so black women don't talk down on black men
I feel like
because
black men and women talk down on each other, which really is
'Cause
still
if
not
you
okay.
were
But yeah.
to go on social media, there's
Yeah.
maybe
There's
not
a
right now,
lot.
but this you can find plenty of statuses whether on
Yes.
Facebook, Twitter, or
Yes.
Instagram of women just dogging.
I mean, women dog men on a regular basis. It's to a point where a man can't even say a woman is fat, but a woman can say it about a man. We have laws in the world where if a woman does the same crime a man does, she gets half the time he would get. We have, you know, seen it with our own eyes where a man, for something a woman does and a man does the same thing, he gets the death penalty or the unalive penalty. It's insane. Women have been dogging men for ages. Yeah, men have been kind of dogging women, but women are allowed to do it. Men, it's been shamed on. Like, you can't tell a woman that's, you know, back in the day, you know, that's why we need the old school mamas, the big mamas, because they was the ones that checked everybody, and the old school grandmas and the old school crazy women. All them, the white women, the black women, the Hispanics, all them older ones that everybody said was crazy, we need them back because they would check people. They would check you real fast, tell you get your fat butt in the house and put some clothes on. That's nasty to look at. You know, they would tell you. Now it's like these women lie to each other and say, oh, girl, you beautiful. And she's not. Do you know how many people that said, oh, Lizzo's beautiful. And then they turn around and say, you look like Lizzo, and they cuss the dude out? Come on, man. Make that make sense. Come on, man.
Men, you know what I mean? Especially black men. You know what I'm saying? So why should a man date a certain race of woman when they're constantly dogging black men?
Facts.
I don't think that we're constantly dogging black men. I think it's just the society that we're in now. Everybody's just dogging each other, you know? And I just think it's all messed up. I don't think I think that the black community, yes, we do have a lot of things to work on, but I think we're bashing each other. I don't think it's just one more than the other.
Got you.
Yeah.
So your answer was the reason why black women, you know, are angry and bitter at black men dating outside the race is because the black men feel negative towards. They think
They
that
put out
the
a
black men
negative,
feel negative towards them.
Yeah, they paint a negative picture of black women when they do move on to these white women.
Okay, so
And then
No, that's bull. That's BS. I'm calling BS right now. Number one, I'm so sick and tired of this. Nobody paints a bad picture of black women acting ratchet or anything like that, but black women. That's the only ones, because people are going to hear it. People listen to stuff all day, but if they start seeing it and they see it consistently, they're going to believe it. Seeing is believing. Duh. So, therefore, no black man is going to white woman and dogging out black women. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, what she's not understanding is most men who date white women or date outside that or don't date black women don't even talk about them. They're non-existent to them. That's what women don't understand. There's men out here, and I'm gonna be real, and y'all gonna hurt for this, because it's gonna hurt. There are men out here. We are out here rocking it, but we are men, and I'm gonna be real with y'all today. There are men out here to where if we don't like a certain type of person, that person just doesn't exist to us unless the one-off happens that somebody sees that we see someone that does fit the category we like. But other than that, no man who's dating, if a man's dating a white woman and he loves dating a white woman, a black man is, and he's dating a white woman, 9 times out of 10, he's going to stay in that genre or with those type of women. Okay. If he's dating, same thing with black women. If he's dating black women, 9 times out of 10, he's going to be in that genre of women or in that demographic of women. I mean, so he's not going to be, running around doing all that crazy stuff. But that's the thing, though. Women don't own men at all. Never have, never will. So you can't tell somebody, because I remember women used to do that. Now they're mad because it didn't work. Y'all did everything wrong and everything came back on you. Now karma's kicking y'all's butt and y'all are mad about it. I don't need no man. I'm independent. I'm strong. I don't need no man. I'm a boss, babe. I'm that. Then you're 60 or 40 and you're crying on a podcast talking about how nobody wants to be with you, how the reality set in, and how you bought your cat. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this stuff it's time tested, man. It's time tested. Come on, man. Use your brain.
And
Question for you
they
real
make these white
quickly on
women
that.
feel comfortable, saying certain things, which she did say she was talking negative about, black women.
The white girl?
I don't know if that was her specifically, but I seen something like that on.
See what she did? Now, this is what I'm going to say. Like I always say, liars. These women are liars. That's what they do. These women are no different from the girls who called the laws on young Scooter and got her unalived. These women are no different than that girl on that video I got. Go check it out. It's in my videos, where the dude goes on a date, just met her 30 minutes ago, and this woman calls the laws and say he trying to essay her and trying to traffic her and all kind. Crazy. They the only ones. They be doing this all day. She just said she did say some racist stuff about black women. And he said, she did? She was like, well, somebody commented it. Oh, so you threw it out there, so the narrative is out there now. And then you're going to kind of back off and backpedal. That's called backpedaling. That's called lying. That's what you do. You sit there and you say something, and then you back off of it. You know why people do that? This is an intellectual person talking. The reason people sit there and say something and then they back up and say, no, let me fix that. It's because they want they want that perception in your head. They want to put that thought in your head already. And then they want to back up a little bit to try to make themselves sound like they're not being as harsh. But you already put it in their head. You could have said, I did see some comments that said some bad things about black women. You said she made them. And then you backpedaled because you wanted everybody to get on your side. See, people ain't dumb. They see this stuff and they go through it and they say, okay, yeah, this, yeah.
On Twitter today, like when it was a white woman and a black man, and actually a white woman commented on it, and she had said, yeah, this is why.
Was in the comments.
Yeah, she said this is why black men don't want black women.
And what was the
It-
reason? Because why?
She was like, because y'all are angry and bitter and just, you know, that whole picture that black men paint.
That's not a picture that black men painted. That's what y'all showed everybody. You showed the world that. How is it that every single race knows this about black women, but the black men are the problem or the reason that it happened? No, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You show every single day that you're exactly what people say you are, and you say it's everybody else's fault. That sounds like a victim mentality. The same thing that goes on in that community as is. Come on now. Let's get it.
Of black women.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
my question for you is, so you said a few things there. I'm trying to understand your worldview. So
$97 premium, $20 were my fees, $118. Now I covered up my
black men pretty much paint a negative image towards black women when they choose a white girl, right? So, but how? How do they make black women look like negative or seem negative
That's
if
what I
they
wanna know.
choose a white girl? Like how does that happen? It's a choice. It's a preference. So it's like, you go to an ice cream shop, you got chocolate and vanilla, you got one vanilla.
He always
Should chocolate feel negative
Yeah.
because I chose vanilla? So like
Exactly.
explain to me the psychology behind it.
There ain't none.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to understand.
Yeah. So most black men start dating black women, right?
No,
They start most of the time. People
No.
start dating their own race. Let's be real.
no, it's based
And
on
then
where you're
you
at.
would, you know,
If
venture
you're in
out
New York
to
in the
different
Bronx
races.
and there's a bunch of
From a general
Hispanics, you start dating
perspective,
Hispanics.
I can say yes.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, not all, and maybe not even most, because it all depends on the demographic
Yeah,
of
where
where
you're
the
at.
black person is
Yeah.
being raised.
And the demographic.
So like
it's
in the
factors to
South,
it.
yeah, it's a lot more black people in the South than any other, than any other states. So in the South, yeah, we can see more, the same
couples,
race,
right.
black couples, the same race dating. But if you start to travel more up north, well, there's more white
Diverse.
girls, there's more diversity. So the black guy's
Yeah.
gonna date Spanish girls, white girls. The white girl's gonna date,
Well,
black
generally, I think people start dating in their race because that's just what they're
boys. Yeah,
used to.
let's get to your point, though. I didn't want to cut you off. Yeah, go ahead.
I almost forgot what I was talking about now.
Okay, so we were on. You were just explaining to me how a black man choosing a white girl makes the black woman look negative or bad.
Yeah, so what's that?
It paints
Well,
a
I was
negative
just-
connotation towards the black woman.
Yeah,
That choice.
I would just say that, yeah, I feel like they do. And I feel like most of the time we date in our own race because that's what we're comfortable with, right? But then eventually you venture out and you try something new. And when you try something new, it's probably a reason behind that, right? Like, okay, let me try something new.
We gonna move
Either
forward.
just because I'm curious or because I had a negative experience. So it's either one or the two. And I feel like most of the time it's just because they had a negative experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vad, what do you think? Why do you think black women get upset when they see a black man date and or marry a white woman? In your opinion?
Oh
In my
Lord.
opinion,
In your
Oh
opinion.
Lord. Is she drunk? She high.
I feel like it's because maybe the black man has become more successful and has gotten more money, and they feel as though they can upgrade to a woman that is higher than a black woman. That makes them feel as though they are a king. Maybe that a black woman maybe doesn't make them feel as that they're a king.
Okay,
Do you
so-
understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're
Oh,
saying.
she's a
Question for
special
you.
person. Okay.
You said
No
the black
judgment,
men
no judgment.
feel as though
I didn't know
choosing
she
the
was a
white
special
woman is
person.
an upgrade. Why do you think that? Why would you think that?
I feel like that it makes them feel as that there is an upgrade.
So you feel that the black man feels that the white woman is an upgrade. So you trying to feel
Feeling
for the black man.
I'm not feeling for them. I'm just saying what I
You're
feel
saying
as
what you're
though they-
assuming then.
Yeah,
You're
but-
Okay,
assuming.
real quick. But she said the same
Because
thing.
listen to me. So if I explain this
Sure.
to you, I feel as though
Listen to
like black
her.
people should, if they initially date their own race, like my sister was saying, they date someone that is the race of their own. So
Ew.
I feel as though when they start making more money, that they feel as though that race that they decide to date outside of being black, like maybe it's Hispanic or maybe it's white, they feel as though that woman is more easier to obtain to than a black woman. Because a black woman, they speak their mind. They tell you what they want.
They're ignorant, yeah.
You know, we all have our wants and we have our needs, and we express that to you. And we tell you when we're going to accept and when we're not going to accept from you.
No, you're just ignorant.
It's just that's just what
You're
us
ignorant,
black
yeah.
queens have in us, period.
Okay.
And a white woman,
All right. So first off, let's tell you this. When you hear somebody say black queen, they are ignorant, ratchet, you know what. Second of all, she looks like she is on 10 pounds of perks and alcohol. Ugly as all get out. Okay. Now, here's the thing. First off, she should have never wore what she got on as big as she is. Take that off, put something else on. Do something with yourself. The wig is not good. We can tell it's fake, all of it. We know you bald headed. You know what I'm saying? We know that. I don't know what the hell is on her chin. Don't care. But look here. First off, I was getting seasick with her rocking back and forth like a big old goddamn moon. You know what I'm saying? This man, she rocking like a mental patient. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't gave her meds today. And then on top of that, you gonna sit here and say that black men dating white women, they feel like it's an upgrade. You just put down black women. Did you hear yourself? I mean, think about it. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. Think about that. You saying that's an upgrade and that it's obtainable.
they don't.
Why the white woman not a queen?
White woman, let me tell you.
Black queen? Go ahead now. I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So let me tell you, like a black woman, a white woman is going to sit there and just let you provide for them and let you do what every white man would do for a white woman.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, she's slow. So I think what she meant to say was that a white woman's going to let you provide like a man's supposed to do. That's what I think she was meaning. Because if she meant what she said,
which is provide, which is take care of them, which is do everything you feel as though you need to do for a woman.
Okay.
You're gonna do that for that white woman.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with
You're gonna do that for that white woman. You're gonna do that for that Hispanic woman.
What?
Because you know why?
Hispanic,
Because they're
not
not a
Hispanic.
black woman. Because they're not. Because they're not going to tell you what you should do, what you should not do. And they're not going to put their foot down. And they're not going to tell you, hey, I want you to do this and I want you to do that. And you're not, and they're not going to speak on that shit because you know why?
What?
Because
Excuse
they're
her
white.
language, she
And
ratchet.
because they know that they have a strong black man there to provide. And as a black woman, you see that in a black man. You know what a black man can provide, and you know what a black man can do, and you know what a black man can do for a black queen. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, like a
big as
black
hell.
woman knows what a
That
black
girl
man
built
can
like
do.
a water
So
buffalo.
we just try to instill that in y'all's head. We just try. If y'all forget that, we try to instill that in y'all, and we try to just like
Instill what in
make
us?
y'all instill that.
Instill what?
Instill that. You can do this. You can do that. We motivate y'all. We do all those things.
No. Everything she said is a lie so far. I've not heard anything truthful yet. No facts, no nothing. She's just drunk and perked out. We're talking. First off, black women don't help any black man. They put them down. They'll put a black man down. Second of all, why in the hell would somebody want to come home and talk to somebody about something they don't want to talk about? That's called being ignorant. So he done been out working. He come home. He wants to just sit down and chill, but you want him to talk to you about everything and anything that you want to talk about.
Things that feel as though y'all probably feel as though y'all can't provide, y'all can't do this, y'all can't do that.
Get reactions to
You
everything.
understand what I'm saying?
Okay, real quick. So you said a lot there.
Yeah, a whole lot.
A whole lot of BS. I'm
one
talking
of
about
the
a
things-
whole
So y'all
lot.
can understand my point.
We understand you.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we
one of the
understand.
things that you said there was, the reason why the black man chooses the white woman is because if we just look at the logical entailment of all the things that you said, He chooses the white woman because the black woman is too hard to handle. Seems like he wants something that's easier to handle.
To sum it all
So
up,
then my
exactly.
question for you is, why would a black man want to handle any woman?
Because it's easier.
Why?
No. But listen to the question.
Because it's easier to handle a woman
listen
that
to the question.
is not the same race.
See what I'm
that
saying?
You're not listening.
This is
Say
why
it
men
again
don't
real
like her.
quick.
This is why
Okay,
she's
go
single, because she can't
Why
listen.
would
She
a
don't pay
man
attention.
want
She
to
don't listen.
have
She's
to
just
handle
she's
any woman?
just dumb.
Why, if you get into a relationship and I'm out working and paying the bills and protecting and providing, like you said,
This is-
why
this
would I
is
want
black
to go
women.
home and deal with a woman that I have to handle? Why would I want to like deal with
Because
more?
Who the
a
hell
black
want-
woman has more than just
But
easy
I
shit
think you're
to
missing
just
the
go
point.
off of.
No, I think you're missing the point.
She's
Men-
slow.
black women are more strong-minded. We have things that
Nope.
we want.
Yeah, that's
have-
not the question, though. Pay attention real quick.
Okay.
So, think about it. Men, we go out
They're
there
just ignorant.
fighting dragons. We dealing with
They
the
don't
world.
listen.
We going out there and
Like, if you
No, I
put it
mean,
on paper,
I'm
it's a
saying
bad
that
employee.
We're going out in the workforce and we're
Plain and
competing.
simple.
In order for us to bring home the money, we have to compete. Life is a competition.
Not all,
so
just the ratchet
once we
ones, the
leave the
ghetto and
house,
ratchet ones.
there's a competition
There is
for me
some
to get
black-
my paycheck.
there's black women
there's
out there
a
that
competition
are
for me to keep my
Is
house.
that not the
There's
same
a-
for the woman?
we're speaking about the
You see what I'm saying?
dynamic
How
that you said.
ignorant she
If
is.
the man is
This is
protecting
ignorance.
and providing,
Y'all gotta
right?
make sure
In
y'all pay attention to that, 'cause
dynamic,
never date a
the
woman
man
like
is
that.
out there
She's
competing with
ignorant
the
as hell.
world, so then he can bring home
And dumb.
the food and the money for the wife and the children. If he is doing that, right, he's doing his job. Why would he then want to come home to a woman?
To a
and
black woman.
No, listen. Why,
To a black
no,
woman.
Take
Say
away.
that. Say
Listen,
that.
stop it. Stop
No,
it.
say a
for
black
you,
woman.
For
See
you,
how
I need
dumb
you
she
to
is?
understand.
I told y'all.
Forget about
Let a
any
woman talk
racist.
long enough,
Just think
you'll see
about
how
this.
stupid she, how
Why
ignorant
would
she is.
any
Look at this.
man, let's speak about the genders. Why would any man
She wants to make it
go
racist,
home to a
'cause that's what
woman
black people
that
do.
he then has
We're gonna
to
make everything
handle
racist so I can
and
get
do
away with
another
it.
job. He's
I
already
shot
out there
that 10
working
people. We're
and
gonna
doing
make it
things.
racist
Why
so
would
I
he
can
want
get
to
away
have to
with it.
Because
come
she has a
home?
mind of her own. Because she feels as though she wants more than what she has.
I got it.
Because she feels as though she wants
No,
more than
no. You're
just being
speaking once
a-
again. You're speaking for the woman.
Yeah.
Let's think about the man. So put yourself in a man's perspective.
Okay.
So let's just reverse it real quick. Let's say if you are in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
You've been in a long relationship, actually.
No.
Wait.
Hell
How
no,
long you
she
been in a
ain't in
relationship?
no long
Not been that-
relationship.
it hasn't been that
Ain't
long.
nobody
Let's
finna
just
be
say,
with her for that
you're in a
long. They gonna
relationship.
Get it and go. That girl is
Hypothetically,
not a
you've been
relationship
living
type.
together with this
Everybody trying
man,
to
but
marry
let's say
that.
you're
Ew.
the breadwinner.
Brother, ugh.
You're out there competing with the world. You're out there you make the bulk of the money, and you're doing things. Now, let's say when you come back home from a long day of work, you tired. You just want some love. You want some food. You want to be, nurtured, right? You want some of that good energy.
Nasty smile.
Now, let's say when you come home, your guy
Ratchet.
is being nagging, being annoying, being combative with you. You'll be like, God dang, nigga, I just was working, paying all the bills. Like, let me come home to something like soft and good and lovey-dovey. So now let's just flip it, right? From your worldview and your standpoint, you're saying that the black man is choosing the white woman is because she's less combative. And you're saying that the
Facts.
black
Right.
woman is more to handle.
Right.
So, which you
That's
wouldn't even
usually
choose
what it
that.
is. Just
You
admitted
get
it.
what I'm saying?
That's
You just
usually what it
admitted it.
is.
But that's usually what it is. But you wouldn't even choose that. Like, think about it. We just flipped it, right? And you was out there working, making the bread. Now, let's say if
she
you went
wants
home to
you
a
to
guy,
do it, not
and
her.
he's the guy, he's the nurturer
You to
pretty
deal
much.
with
He's
that.
out there cooking, cleaning, and doing that stuff. But when you went home to him, he was combative and nagging and being annoying to you. Would you like that?
Would I like that?
You
No.
don't like that. You would appreciate more of a good, loving, caring, nurturing energy if you're the breadwinner, right?
Right.
It's got it. So that's what men want.
But listen to me.
So the logical entailment would be if black men are choosing white women with your worldview because black women are more combative and they're more to handle. Well, that means that black women need to change their behavior and get on program. Know their role and play their role. If you got a man that's being masculine, taking care of the bills and protecting and providing for you, you nurture that man. You be feminine. You be submissive. You get on his program. You cheer him on.
But you also have a mind of your own, and you also speak of things that you
That's
feel
why
as
she's
though
single.
maybe
She
your
ain't
man
with
doesn't want
nobody.
to speak of, but you speak of that because you want to speak of it to make it be
You sound
known,
ignorant.
to make it
You
to
sound
make
ignorant.
your
What?
man feel as
You
though
still sound ignorant.
you are thinking of those things that he
No.
doesn't want to avoid. He wants to
So,
avoid talking about.
what he doesn't want to talk
black
about, you
woman
want to yell and
speaks of
say.
things and does things that the black man probably doesn't want to talk about. Probably doesn't want to
Which
do.
is why
Like
he
what?
don't deal with her.
I'm
It
saying
don't
like
even matter like what.
anything.
Then that's her problem.
Yeah, that's her problem,
And
not
a
his.
white woman is going to avoid that shit just so that you're
Thank you.
happy.
Hey,
in
I'll be
that
happy
time.
then.
Just so that
we can be
you
happy.
have everything that
Yay.
you want.
But
And
then
I
we
get
can be
it.
happy.
And you would like that shit
So
at that
men,
time.
so
Hey,
men,
remember, try to-
men
no
You
can be
would
happy.
like it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You get, but
But-
so think about what you just said. Like, who's at fault then? If show of hands real quick. Who wants a leader?
Me?
Now, do
Everybody.
you think most women want a leader?
Yes.
Okay, so if most women want a leader, by default, the woman, in order
They have
for
to
the woman to get a leader, by
follow.
default, she must follow that man's lead in order for her to have a leader.
Absolutely.
Got it, right?
Absolutely.
So if she must follow, so look, let me finish my
Okay, go
point.
ahead.
If the woman must follow the
Absolutely.
man's lead, if she wants a leader,
Shrek
then that means that why is the
looking like
black
Mr.
woman,
Kool-Aid.
like you're saying, being so combative, being so annoying, not wanting to
Not-
get on not wanting to get on the man's program, but the white woman is getting on the man's program.
Facts.
So wouldn't you say that the blame would just be on black women, not the black man? So
There
who's
you
at
go.
fault for black men not choosing black women?
Are
We
you
would have to
saying-
say that the black women are at fault because they're not
Thank
changing
you.
their behavior and getting on the black man's program, but the white woman is.
But you saying you're making it seem as though like the black woman is at fault for speaking her
is.
mind and for doing what she
No,
feels like
she's
though
just
she
at
needs to
fault.
talk
She
to she needs to talk to her significant other about.
All right, 'cause we ain't gonna keep listening to this drug addict. Look here. First off, let's start with this. Yeah, she keep talking about speaking her own mind. Let me tell you something. You be better off alone by yourself, not even with a girl or a boy, anything. She'd be just leave that. If you ever get around somebody like that, that's what I was meaning when I used to say. I don't know if I said it in this video or the last video. You know, you can't spend a lifetime trying to convince an idiot that they're an idiot. You can spend less than a second letting them believe they're right and walking off. This woman here doesn't understand. I guarantee you, number one, I guarantee you, her she probably done been through about 8-9 dudes in the past couple months. They probably all done hit and burnt off, and she's still in her mind thinking that she can't figure out why. She probably say it's racism. Yeah, but the thing is, what she don't understand is that nobody wants that, or somebody wants it. I mean, they're, like my grandma said, somebody will love it or like it or try. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some boogawoos with some children, so I know some of them late night creeps and can turn bad for some of y'all. You can just tell, boy, y'all done had it. Y'all done got shot a raw deal. You better not play no poker with me, boy. But at the end of the day, man, that real talk, women get mad at men because like black women, they used to get mad at me. And I'm mixed. That's the crazy part. Date your own kind. What's that? Another mixed person? You know, and that's racist in itself. But black people were the ones who's amazing racists. I mean, in my life growing up, black people's the most racist people in the world. To me, black people are the most racist people in the world that I have ever met, ever known. Even my own family, they some of the most racist people in the world. You know why I say that? Because here's why I say that. Because black people, they make it seem like they don't have a brain to think, like they don't have a logical thought process in their mind. You say that the N-word is they'll tell a person, don't say that. It's a derogatory. It's the worst word in the world. Disrespectful. Oh, I feel so disrespected. You'll lie in court and say, oh, it killed me. It kills me. Lying. But then turn around and call your homeboy that, hey, what's up? And call him one. Hey, Ninja, what's up, Ninja? What's up, Ninja? I ain't gonna say the word because I really don't like it unless I'm talking derogatory about somebody. But that, or if I'm rapping, freestyling. But you'll say it's a derogatory, hurtful statement that sets people back 1,000 million years and all this, but then you'll turn around and tell your closest friend, your people, your girl, your wife, your kids, you'll call all of them that same name. That's called racism. Come on now. Y'all want to say a word's bad. How you going to dictate a word? Oh, we can say it, but you can't say it because it's a bad word. But we going to say it because it ain't a bad word when we say it, but it is a bad word when you. That's ridiculous. That's ignorant as hell. The funny thing is, I was telling my sister the other day, and my sister's white. I was telling my sister the other day, I said, you know what's funny? There's this movie called Demolition Man. It's an old movie with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Me and her were talking about it. And I said, remember when he kept cussing and the thing on the wall kept going, fine, fine. Could you imagine what would happen if America actually took black people seriously on some of the stuff they said? Like, for instance, they say the N-word is a bad word. Could you imagine if America actually took it seriously and said, okay, we're going to implement these things, and anybody that says that word gets fined or goes to jail? Black people, you know what would happen? I'm going to tell you what would happen. The ghetto black people would get out there in the streets and protest about the machines. And you know what they would say? It's racist. That's how ignorant that is, man. They is so ghetto black people want to shoot. They want to unalive 12 people in front of the cops, in front of the camera, in front of the judge, the DA, and everybody else. Witnesses and everything. And they want to stop afterwards and say, I'm black. You're racist if you arrest me. And they think that they're supposed to say, you're absolved. You're good. Go ahead. Go take it easy, buddy. That's what they want. They want to be able to do anything and everything. And everybody, and use the fact that they're black and say, I can do whatever. I don't care. That's ridiculous. Get a mind and fix it. Yeah, they need a brain, and they need one quickly. They need to get some wrinkles in their brain, something, because, man, that is the craziest thing I ever heard. I knew that when I was younger. I knew that. I used to tell my grandma that. I said, man, this is ridiculous. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. The whole N-word thing. I was like, I said, that's ridiculous. I've been called it so many times, it's pitiful, by different races. You know what pisses people off? It doesn't bother me. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. That's a lazy person. I'm far from that. Far from that. That's an ignorant, lazy person. I'm very intelligent. So I don't really, to me, I'm like, okay, so them people get mad. People who call me that, they get mad when I laugh. But I'm going to tell you something. Y'all can get mad all you want, because black people are the only demographic of people who do that. The only ones who do that. Straight up and down. I ain't lying to you. You don't hear Mexicans calling each other what they call each other disrespectful. You don't hear Hispanics. We don't call each other disrespectful names. We don't say, hey, what's up? Mexicans don't be like Latinos, or not Mexicans. Latinos don't be like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Panamanians, what's up? We don't call that. White people don't even do that. White people don't go around calling each other racial slurs for white people. They don't. Black people are the only ones that do that. And be the first ones to holler racism. If it's a derogatory word, if you say it to another race, does that make it racism against you? Does that make you racist? It's derogatory no matter what. You can't flip a word and make it work to bend to to make it work for you. You can't do that. Either it is what it is. You can't say because a white person says car, this white guy said car, so that means he's talking about an airplane. But if a black person say car, they talking about a car. No. That's how stupid it sounds. Truthfully, I think that any black person who assaults anybody outside the race of black for saying the N-word should get a full assault charge. Period. A full assault charge. Because you're assaulting somebody over saying a word that you just got done saying to somebody you love. But you're trying to make us convinced that it's a bad word now. Stupid. Anyway, y'all, I know I'm gonna get controversial for this. That's why I don't care. I still talk. Long hair, don't care. My hair grow. Y'all be safe. Like and subscribe to Smith Cartel channel. Shout outs to the No Fugazi podcast and Mrs. Kool-Aid. I'm El Jefe. I'll see y'all on the next one, baby. Yeah.